said my mama said
days like this.
my mama said
Days like
I
this.
said my mama said
Days like this.
I said my mama said.
Tell me it's days like these.
Mama said days like these.
She tell me it's days like these.
My mama said days like these.
Tell me it's days like these.
My mama said.
And now for the news.
In rejecting Venezuela's contention that the International Court of Justice has no jurisdiction to confirm the legal validity and binding effect of the 1899 arbitral award, Guyana, in a presentation before the court, said the 1966 Geneva Agreement, in unambiguous terms, empowered by the United Nations Secretary-General to determine an appropriate dispute resolution mechanism to enable a peaceful settlement. It was on that basis the country argued that the UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, rightfully referred the border controversy, which stemmed from Venezuela's contention that the 1899 arbitral award was null and void, to the ICJ in 2018 for final settlement. Guyana, in its virtual presentation before the panel of judges led by the president of the ICJ, Abdul Kawi Yusuf, in the case Arbitral Award of October 1899, Guyana v. Venezuela, said that not only is Venezuela's current interpretation of the Geneva Agreement illogical and erroneous, but it is in stark contrast to the interpretation the Spanish-speaking country had when it signed the very agreement in February 1966. More on this issue in the upcoming newscast.
Look, I fed up with this man Maduro and his nonsense. Everybody, this man's make I want to cuss sometimes, you know.
Honestly, this man want 2 hard lashes on his butt. All he just doing is unsettling the region.
My thing is, why can't accept the ruling of the ICJ? We President here finally done say he gonna follow the judgment to the court. And the man done sign on to maintain the peace. So why can't do the same, man, buddy?
And that's the thing. All the United Nations member states, especially Guyana and Venezuela, are obligated under the United Nations Chamber to comply with these binding judgments.
You let Maduro play he head no good and violate. Is the whole UN and CARICOM gonna come down for me like a ton of bricks?
Like, is everybody want to fight this man, man? Even my grandpa.
But question, how old is your grandpa, man? He could still run with a gun?
Not too sure, you know. However, he did say if they are to refuse to put him on the front lines, he's going to stay in the kitchen and cook for the soldiers.
I like the one. Anyways, you're going to tell me what turn I have there, right?
Alright, so what you're going to do is you're just going to simply turn left and then coming up on the second house, that's where I'm coming off.
Alright, my buddy, this is your stop, eh? It'll be $2,000. I want Ali as it is, man.
Alright. But you know what? Better yet, hold a Granger.
What? Thanks, my friend. Bless you. Right?
Thanks for coming, Josh. Mom isn't breathing too well.
Babe, this looks like a case of COVID. You should hurry and call the ambulance.
You're not answering? Pick up the phone, huh? Jeez, why they don't ever answer?
Alright, calm down before you pop a nerve, and I gotta carry both of y'all to the hospital. This car on the outside, who does it belong to?
It's my uncle's, but he left it here for his nephew to pick up later today.
Well, do you have the keys?
Yes, but can you drive?
Of course I could drive, but the only thing is that I don't have my license.
Oh my lord, let me call back the ambulance.
Well, Jazz, we gotta take the chance, because if we don't, we could potentially lose her. Could you find the keys? Can she even walk?
Yes, but she'll need a shoulder to lean on.
Alright, this is what we'll have to do. Just go and get the keys and we could get your mom into the car and get her to the hospital. Plus, if we get into trouble with the popo, I could, call my dad because he's the head of the CDC. So just go and get the keys and let's go.
Smelling it. Oh, lovely. Uncle Sonny, this is the buy for the girls. Proper things when I buy them, sister, right? Proper things. Lovely. I could taste it.
This is This is his beer babies you make him bite. Babies when you're done eating.
Babies?
Babies.
Susan, prepare yourself. In fact, let me go home now.
Oh, but Uncle Sonny, I saw some small coconuts when we were coming in. I hope I'll get a few to take home.
Now, once get it and make sure you get it with jelly. Coconut water good for the bacteria.
Yes, water good for the daughter. Kids don't hear that. Good.
But we already did.
Okay, that's no.
Uncle Sonny, when we used to live by Grandpa, Auntie Mabel used to grate the coconut and make sugar cakes for us. But Josh used to teeth them and put it under the pillow.
Oh gosh.
And then he would forget it on ice the next day and swarm in the bed.
Oh Lord.
I wanted to know what's going on.
Listen, the coconut is very good, Elise, especially when you get the coconut oil. It's very good for you. I grew up in the country, right? And my mother, man, look, she used to knife me skin down good with the coconut oil. Shine and nice. It's very, very good, man.
You see, Auntie Melissa, how eating runs in the family? Don't care how much Daddy eats, he never gets fat.
Hello, Kelly.
Well, people say when you eat a lot and you don't get fat, your mind bad, David.
Susan, you lucky this part there. I'm happy right now, Uncle Sonny. Me got time with them, They can say whatever they want.
Make sure you throw the food in your belly, not on the ground.
This is really good, Uncle Sonny. Wow. Agriculture, farming. This supports any economy throughout the world. This is important. Support livelihoods, support families. We basically have to eat to live.
Tell that to Josh. He lives to eat.
Yes, I love this. It's just right. Just right amount of spice, everything. It's nice. I love it.
You can cook for me tomorrow? No problem. Good, we're coming back. Good.
Melissa, please give Susan the recipe. Susan, and teach her how to cook it. This is lovely. It's just the right amount of spice. It's nice. It's lovely.
I would love to. Melissa, I think I speak for everyone when I say we had a good day today.
Hello.
Thanks for the invite, and I hope you invite us soon again so we could get the cook up. What do you think about tomorrow?
Listen, I thank you guys so much for coming. As a matter of fact, you guys must come more often. We could really do with some company every now and again, right?
Okay. You get tired of Uncle Sonny and you alone, huh?
Thank you so much for inviting us on, Uncle Sonny and Auntie Melissa. Also, we could see you guys next week when we go to Grandpa's dinner.
Yes. Uncle Sonny, you know I love you, right? But please let Auntie Melissa cook.
Why for that?
I like your cooking, but I would like to live after I eat.
Oh, wow.
Drive fast.
How is she doing?
Well, she's breathing, but her eyes are closed. And she has a temperature. So take your time and hurry.
Jazz, I am trying, but I can't go too fast or else I'll exceed the speed limit.
Okay. I guess I need to calm down. Thanks for coming, Josh. This means so much to me.
Well, a man would do anything for the woman and the mother-in-law that he loves. I'm just glad that we're getting to carry her to the hospital before anything bad happens.
With the ambulance now going for another sick person. But when we call them, they couldn't come for us. This life ain't fair.
Jazz, I don't think there's the ambulance. Actually, the police that's stopping us.
Oh gosh. Why they pulling us over now, man? What did you do wrong, Josh?
I don't know. I guess I was going over the speed limit.
Good day, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, officer.
I guess you're wondering why I stopped you.
No, sir. Yes, sir. I am wondering why you pulled me over. Is everything okay?
Relax. Is it the first time you've been stopped by the police?
Actually, yes. It is my first time. Well, if it was for the case of speeding, I could explain.
No, sir. It's not for speeding. Your tail lights are not working.
Ah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much, officer. I actually just on my way to go and get that looked after.
Okay. Do me a favor. Let's have a look at your driver's license and the relevant documents.
Yes, sir, officer. I don't have my driver's license, but I passed my theory. You see, the whole thing is just that my mother-in-law, she took ill.
And we were calling the ambulance, but they were not responding to us, and
I was just taking the chance to, get my mother-in-law to the hospital.
so we can get treatment for her before we lose her. Please, officer, give us a chance. Oh, officer, please, give us a chance, no?
Sir, well, this is definitely an emergency, but the law is the law. Tell you what I will do. I will escort you to the hospital so your mother-in-law can get the necessary attention, medical attention that she needs, and we'll take it from there. I will have to take command of this vehicle because the law is the law.
I understand, officer.
Thank you for your understanding.
Thank you so much, officer.
God is good all the time. Jasmine, we did it, didn't we?
Yes, Josh, and I can't thank you enough. I don't know what we would have done if you didn't come when I called.
Well, I'm just glad that I got your mom, which is my future mother-in-law, early here enough so that she could get the necessary treatments.
Well, she is not out of the woods yet. Dengue is a serious illness.
Well, the good thing is that we brought her early enough so that she could get the proper treatment that is needed. 99% of people do recover from it, so she should be all right. Well, it's a good thing that we got early here enough, especially with your help, officer. She certainly does have an advantage.
Yes, sir, and I can't thank you enough. You're one in a million. Not many officers would have done what you did.
Mom, that's what we're here for, to protect and serve. Now we have one little issue to take care of.
Let me get my wallet. Yes.
Your wallet? No, what you getting your wallet for? You got your license in there?
Officer, it's just a token of my appreciation.
That wouldn't be necessary, young man. It's all in the line of my duty. However, what you need to do is go and get me the documents for your motor vehicle.
Just give me 1 minute, officer.
We forgot all about him with all the fun we having. Hi, son. How everything? How's Jasmine, mom?
Yeah, Dad. We got to bring her to the hospital and she was diagnosed with dengue. She has been admitted and we got here fast enough with the help of the police officers.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that, son. But I'm happy you choose to be there for Jasmine and her mom.
Yes, Dad. And I did learn from the best dad in the world, didn't I?
Yes, you did, son. So, what can the best dad in the world do for his handsome, honest, law-abiding son right now?
So, Dad, when I got to Jasmine's house, we weren't getting through to an ambulance to pick up her mom.
So, you call a taxi and?
Yes, no, Dad.
What did you do, Josh?
Well, her uncle had left his car there and
And you thought it best that you take the car and drive her to the hospital. Good job, son. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. I know you would have understood, but there is one issue.
What is it? Now, don't tell me you got into an accident.
Well, no, Dad, I didn't get into an accident. However, what happened was is that the police officer pulled me over and I got into trouble because the tail light wasn't working.
And, that was all?
Not exactly that. He had asked me for my license
And you don't have one, so you are hoping that I will use my status and help you out. Is that it?
Well, kind of, Dad. But I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Oh.
Alright, yes, Dad. Alright, officer. Well, here's my father. He's the head of the Civil Defense Commission, and he would just like to have a word with you.
Listen, good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have no problem with that, sir. Well, thank you, sir.
What did he say, sir?
He said he appreciate me assisting you and must take you to the station and arrest you.
I said my mama said
Days like this.
My mama said
Days like
I
this.
said my mama said
Days like this.
I said my mama said
Tell me it's days like these. Mama said days like these. She tell me it's days like these. My mama said days like these. Tell me it's days like these. My mama said days like these. Days like these, mama said.